Uh, it's just a little mini bonsai tree in 1-inch scale, but the procedure is the same no matter what size you do. But you just do bigger for large sizes. So let me. Here's a finished one that I've done.
Whoa, that's cool.
And I made the pot out of Fimo years ago. It was a pill pack. And I just filled the pill thing and then filled this with kitty litter. But I made another pot for showing you guys. This one, I just took a piece of foam core and I painted it. Don't get the dollar store foam core. The paper comes off of it if you even look at it. If you put glue on it, it comes right off. And then I put cardstock on it and I painted it with clear nail polish to make it shiny. But basically for a bonsai, I've got 5 wires here. It depends on how big you want your tree. And these are about 2.5 inches long. You grab them real tight with the pliers. And these, I used white so that it would show up better for you guys, but this is a thick wire, so it's going to be a little hard to bend. So grasp it like that.
So a thin wire would be better that's fabric coated?
This one is very stiff, but you know, with a larger tree, you can do more wires, but you're just going to grasp it like this, and then you're going to start turning and turn and turn and turn. And you want some lumpy look on your stem. And just keep turning, and then you get up so far, and then you're going to take like 3 wires and 2 wires here on this one and twist them a little bit, and then take the other 3 and twist, do a few twists, leave
Down
one
a little bit, Shirley.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you twist a little bit, leave 1 wire, and then you twist some more. So basically you're getting a there, a little stem. Now this one had, when I twisted it, it kind of made a little ridge there, but that's okay because they do that. After you get that done, you can twist some more and kind of bend so that your tree trunk is bent. And these little wires down here become your roots. So I have one here that I've already got done. And you just kind of kink your wires so that they're not straight. And you can see how I've got the stem bent on this one. And smear glue all over this. And there's different products you can use. Ballast Fine Light Gray. Hobby Lobby sells a different product. And this is ballast also. And it's also very fine. This is their brown color. And on this one here, I used black. So then what you're going to do, you're going to take your tree and angle out your bottom stems for roots and glue it on like so. And your roots are going to stand up a little bit. So here's one that I've got started. And you can see the roots sticking up on the grass. And just take some glue. And I'm using little bits of Where is the package here? Foliage clusters. And then and that comes in a lump, and just break off little pieces. And I've got 2 pieces on here, but you just take a small piece and dip it in some glue and just stick it on wherever you want it. And you can make these all different shapes. You can have them so that they kind of connect and just spread out into a big lump like that. And then you do the same thing on the back side. You just fill in a little bit. You've already got the glue on there. It's on your tweezers too. So this is just a quick, so you make sure you fill all your glue spaces in, but see how it just kind of covers your branches a little bit. Front. The back side, it's a little more exposed. I could fill that in a little more if I want, or just leave it like that. And then you can take a little bit of green paint, like I did on the original one that ran away on me here. And you can dab a little paint on there. Oh, so that it looks like you have moss on your dirt. And the bigger you make the tree, the wires to start with, is the bigger you will make your tree. That's it.
I can see putting some colored scatter on that and making it look like it's in bloom too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you could add a little bit of flower soft in there and have it look like a tree, but typically your bonsai trees are an evergreen.
I was thinking of like those cherry trees that they have in Japan.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Payne asked, how long were your original wires for 1-inch scale?
They're about 2.5 inches. And this is I think it's a 32 gauge cloth covered wire. And this one here is really stiff, but you're gonna fan these branches out. You're gonna cut some of them off. And then after you fan them out, you're going to bend them a little bit so you get some shape to it, because you don't want it just straight. You want a gnarly root.
On the smaller, the one with the smaller wires, the one you were more done with, that's painted, is that the other piece that you were just showing that you had it finished? That one, is it with the finer wire that's not fabric coated and you just painted brown, or you got brown wire?
No,
or?
this is the fabric covered wire too, but for some reason the white one is seems like it's thicker and very stiff.
Okay.
But you can use any kind of wire. I prefer something that's got cloth covering on it, because that way you've got something that will grab, and you can paint this afterwards too. If you want it filled in, you can cover over with like a little bit of spackling or something, so that you don't see all these ridges going up. But generally, one of the most popular bonsais, they call it a windswept form. So if you look at this, you would think of it as the wind blowing across from this direction and blowing the tree this way to this side. Yeah, they typically have a windswept look.
Any other questions? Okay, does anyone have a bonsai to show? No.
Show one.
Okay, palm trees.
Well, I'm sorry, can you not hear me?
Oh, that can, yes,
Hi, I have one to show.
great,
Is it possible to share screen?
sure.
Okay,
Well, yeah, if that's what you want to do, yes.
okay. I don't know, can you see that?
Oh, yes.
So it's a little Japanese maple, and for some reason you can't see the bend in the stem here. So this was actually from a kit. And the little pot is from Deb Lau. I think she has a lot of little, so dragonfly, a lot of bonsai pots that are, let me get to the other picture. That are,
That's a better one.
yeah, I think they're like $3 or $5. So it's a kit that I picked up in Japan, and I can put if anybody's interested, I can put the company in the chat.
Yes.
The website is in Japanese. And I got two kits. I got this one and I got a kit for making morning glories. And how to put this? I wanted to jump off a bridge while trying to make the morning glory one. It was a horrible kit. And I ended up at some point just going, life is too short for this. And I threw it out. It was so impossibly delicate that it just kept shredding. But this was a pretty easy kit to do, and I was able to just paint the leaves with, I think I used watercolors. And that's my bonsai.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where you could get those leaves?
Just the leaves.
Mhm. Yes,
I only know about it through this kit.
okay.
But like I said, I'll put it in the chat, and I haven't checked for a while. So it could be that they have English translation now. You know, a lot of foreign websites up in the corner, they'll have like little pictures of flags so you can see a version in English or another language.
Thank you.
So I got another kit, God, decades ago that had a lot of Japanese maple leaves, and I punched them out and made them, and it wasn't enough to make anything. But I had thrown out the little piece of paper that said who made it. And so I've got a pile of leaves and not enough. So I know they're out there.
Make a baby one.
Yeah, or a wreath maybe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions or any other bonsai trees? Rita?
I was muted. I got one. This was a gift from a friend. And that's just dried, like a dried, the leaves are just a dried, but the way she did the wire and everything, it had to have been like a 32 gauge wire or something like that, like a paper covered wire. And she did use like a plaster and then painted it the brown color. But the leaves are just like just dried material. But this has to be like 35 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's nothing has happened to it. Yep.
I see you have a little mud man.
Yeah. And it's really tiny. It's only about maybe not even 3/8 inch tall.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
got a whole set of those little mud men, probably when you got that.
That's it.
Really cool.
Okay, anyone else?
Marcia, my tree that is in the picture behind me, it's not really a bonsai, but it's a windswept beech tree. That I guess you can see. And it's
Oh,
made in a very
yeah.
similar way to the bonsai.
All right.
Looks like that came from the coast.
Yeah, that's a Washington coast tree.
On the island of Aruba, they have a divi tree spelled Divi, and they all point one direction because all of the wind is consistent. And it's really a cool looking tree. I was just sitting there thinking that would make a neat bonsai because it's all windswept.
Mhm.
Really neat. But it's Divi if you want to look at it.
Okay, and Gail has the link in the chat box now. Okay, anyone else for bonsai? And I don't see any hands. Speak up if you do.
I don't see any link.
I'm sorry, Anita.
I don't see a link.
Oh, in the chat box?
No, it's
No.
not there yet.
It is on mine.
Okay, it says there's one up here now from Susan Watkins.
Sorry, I sent it just to you, Marcia. I'll send it to everyone.
Oh, yes, that it did get, yes. I see that now. Yeah. Oh, okay, Susan, that's good. About quarter inch,
Bunch of it, yeah.
quarter scale punches.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, the Green Stuff World, those are awesome. They are really, really tiny.
I'll have to look them up.
Yeah, I got all of the miniature ones. They're
Yeah.
on, is it Etsy and some eBay or somewhere?
And Sharita's going to be sending me a list of all the places that she gets punches, because she's got lots of punches. Lots and lots and lots
What about hanky
that I
panky?
will put in the MCC files. Okay. Are we
Somebody
ready?
just asked about hanky panky.
Yeah,
I just ordered some punches from her about 2 weeks ago. And if you look on her site, she doesn't have very many left. She said the supplier went out of business about 5 years ago, and that's all she's got.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so
Mm,
whatever you see there, if you want one, you better get it.
yeah.
you can still get that at Online River. And the Meath company in Florida, I thought they still do them.
Okay, another one has, Karen Benson has a 1/4 inch Japanese maple leaf punch on her website.
Oh, really?
Mm.
That's in the chat box, so you
I
can.
see it now.
Okay, anyone got anything? Palm trees. Has anyone tried the one in the Gazette? No? And I think what I read through a little bit, and it's wire and masking tape, and that's one way we did some in our club quite a while back. So who wants to be first on palm trees? Just speak up.
I'll go.
Okay,
Okay.
Sharita.
All I have is the little 1/4 scale, but this is like a banana palm, and the seed part, that's a peppercorn.
Oh.
And then that only takes a couple leaves to do that. And then this is the only one I have that's like a laser cut leaves. And this lady who used to do them, I can't get these anymore.
Oh,
And then these are just these two. These two are just a shell punch. Let me see. Let me get it. Oop. Like a shell punch,
oh,
but I got different sizes, and you just follow the bumps and cut to follow the bumps. And you can make a palm out of this.
Oh,
Yep. Just about anything, any kind of punches that's like a leaf. Like this is a feather. All you have to do is glue it to a wire and then make the slices for the leaves. So just about any kind of punches like these, or you got them that's already looks like, you could just put wire on this and there you go, a palm, instant palm. And the small one, that's this little tiny little shell. And they all have the little bumps, and you just follow in between them and make palms out of them. But it's just,
Interesting
I
tip,
mean,
thank you.
yeah, any of those like this is 3. I mean, you can make palms out of anything. And this one is kind of, see, you can just use that as a palm. I mean, there's so many. I mean, you could just cut into them and make them. And that's just button punches that you can make into palms. Okay, I'm done.
thank you, Sharita.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
Marcia, I have one to show. This is Elaine.
Yes.
I didn't make it, but I really like it. Let me get video on here. I'm still eating dinner. That's why I'm. Okay. So this is a 1-inch scale.
Oh,
looks good.
Great.
Yeah.
I believe she used a pine cone for the base
Oh,
and then leaves.
I like that.
But I really fell in love with it. I'm sorry I didn't buy a few more.
yeah,
But
Who made it, Elaine?
I'm getting you that info as soon as I can grab the thing here.
Thank
She
you.
calls it the pine palm because, as I said, I'm almost sure that's a pine cone.
mhm.
Yeah.
She's in Melbourne, Florida, Joyce Gould. I can put the website, well, it just looks like she has an email. I don't think she has a website. And I've had it for years, so, you know, who knows? She
Yeah,
may or may
Nice.
not be doing anything like that now, but
I love that.
very pretty.
I would like to make some in quarter, but I haven't attempted that yet. So,
Yeah, for the 1-inch, the wire on masking tape works well.
mhm.
And-
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen patterns for that. I'm turning video back off. You'll forgive me as I finish eating.
That's okay.
I made
Mike-
one in 1-inch scale years ago and I can't find it. That was made out of the wire and the masking tape where you cut it and wrapped, you know, and everything. And if I remember right, I think I actually wrapped it with that green floral tape that stretches, but mine was brown. You know what I'm talking about? You wrap stems with. It was, I wrapped the wire on the base with that to give it the shape, because you know it's not straight. But
Is BB talking?
Yes, he's having quite the conversation. And I did get a potted palm in my swap from BJ.
Oh, yes.
I got that too. Listen,
Yeah.
Sharon, post yours on the name thing. There's a album, and on for the swaps that we just did. Go in and post yours. Mine's on there.
Okay.
So post yours.
Okay, I will.
I think
I will.
Michael said sometimes during this season now in Christmas, they have the miniature pine cones. Sometimes they'll have that for sale.
Mhm.
How would you open those miniature pine cones so they spread?
And I've even got them from the Dollar Tree, the miniature
Dollar
pine
Tree.
cones.
Mhm.
They're elder ALDER cones. They're the seed pod, and they plant them in parks, so you can just go and pick them up. They're on the ground.
Cemeteries are a good source for pine cones too, because they usually have pine trees. And closed ones, I don't remember the temperature and the time. It was 30 years ago. My mom baked them to open them. And the resin inside kind of bakes on the individual petals and gives them a little gloss.
Okay. Okay, anyone else with pine trees? Palm trees. Lucy, you have any hints or tips?
For picking palm trees?
Uh-huh.
No, actually, not long ago, there was in one of the miniature magazines, was an article on making trees. And once I have about 6 years spare, I'll go through some magazines and find the darn thing. There was if I remember correctly, it was palm trees, the tall, skinny kind that you find on the boulevard in Florida.
Yeah.
Royal palms.
Is that what they are?
That's what they're called. The very straight, very tall.
Yeah.
There may be others that look like that as well, but most of the ones that I see in Florida are royal palms.
Anyway, I remember seeing it and just running into the time to find it in my 50 bazillion books.
On the name, they have a listing of different, let's say different topic palm trees. I remember it's to at the header all the way to the left. I don't remember if it's magazines or articles or research, whatever the name is, but it's all the way, it's to the left and at the top of by the header.
Yes, it's the magazine index. And it, any topic, anything that you want to try to find plans for or anything, go there too, besides Googling and all of that stuff.
Well, it sure beats going out into the garage and looking through a few books. Boxes,
yeah, it'll give you
and boxes and boxes.
The
Yeah,
title
when
of the
I
book.
did
October.
when I did
has the palm tree. The October. Of the
Right.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. When I made my palm tree though, I got it, if I remember right, I got it off of like a gaming or a model railroad kind of site. I mean, but this was years ago. It's probably been 10 years since I made my palm tree. And that's where I got my information. And it was so easy to make. I mean, it was super easy. I'll have to look it up and get you guys the information because I'm sure I saved it to a computer and hopefully it's on my external hard drive.
I know the lollipop tree.
Yeah.
This is my lollipop tree.
I like that.
Jackie, what year in October is your instructions that you showed?
It's this year. It's the last issue I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the most recent.
Yeah,
Right.
just October issue of the Gazette that just came out. It's got the work projects, a slipper chair, tiki bar, accessories, palm tree, and soda cans. So it's in this one.
Give us a page number.
Oh, you need to.
24.
24,
24.
24 and 25. So two
And they
pages.
also sent out a correction, which I can't do with the screen on, but anyway, it was an email. It would be on the name online groups IO topics, messages. It was on 9/2/2021. And it's Gazette Palm Tree Instruction Correction.
Oh dear.
Oh. So just
What
go to
was
the
the
Groups IO name, Groups IO messages and find that from September 2nd to, I just got it in the magazine with the instructions in the magazine.
Oh.
I kind of have a tip for 1-inch scale. I was at a workshop one time that we made a tree, and what they used was a piece of pipe along the bottom. So you had a flat piece that the pipe screwed into, and that made it heavy enough, so your tree stood up. And then in the end of the pipe is where you put all the little wire, you wrapped them and you put them in the end of the pipe. And then you wrap the whole pipe stuff up to that with I forget if we used masking tape or floral tape, but something like that. So you ended up with a good solid base, because if you're going to make a 12-foot, 12-inch tree or something with branches going out, it's going to get tippy. And it was really quite successful. It was just a couple pieces of plumbing stuff, and so it was also reasonably priced, and you could get the different size. They all had, ours were all the same size, but you could get the different size little platform, and you could screw in like thinner pipes, so you could get even thicker ones if you wanted to make a huge tree. So that was with Toledo Miniature Enthusiasts, one of their summer in the garden projects.
So was it PVC pipe or metal pipe or
Metal.
Oh,
Metal.
okay, so
that
that's
was the metal that gives it the weight, so that it kind of, you don't have to worry about the thing flopping over.
Yeah.
Heavy on the bottom. I don't have mine out anywhere to get, so I can't show you what I'm talking about. So,
well, another idea. Any other tips?
If you take a brown paper bag, and I don't know, I can't see me, so I don't know if you can see, but if you just tear across the edge, can you see that?
No, you have to lift it up higher.
Up high.
There?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you tear across the top and then wrap that around the tree, it does look like a palm tree when it's done.
Oh, yeah, like that, where the leaves fall off.
Because that's essentially what the rings of a palm tree. And if you do it, I did it bigger so you could see it. For a 1/4 inch one.
You have to back it up a little bit because it's
where
right there.
There.
But if you make a small one, you can do it for 1/4 inch too. So you can all scales.
Would you use the same material for quarter scale?
Yep, brown paper bag. I'll credit that to Sue Herber.
Okay, good.
Get a little metal palm tree, and then we just wrapped it with the brown paper bag.
For
And
those of
really
us who cheat, Hobby Lobby and Michael's has some on sale or on clearance. I bought these. These would be great for 1/4 inch, but they were on sale. I'm not sure what let's see. Normally it's $11.99. I got it for $7.
All right.
That one
They don't
and
usually
this
put
one,
on sale.
but I did see palm trees.
Yeah, I think someone was showing some of that before on one of the Zooms.
Yeah. But if you
I
had
think
one
Jackie talked
that like
about
had
that.
rubber, and if you put the paper around it, it certainly would give it a whole different look.
Okay, someone is talking in the background or something. Okay, anyone else? What palm tree? Oh, Jackie, you got some? Where'd you go? There you are. Yes,
Yeah.
you're muted, Jackie.
These are what you can buy.
Yeah,
You don't want to
exactly.
make them, and you don't feel like you're good at it, and you don't even want to try. They have these, thankfully.
If you
60s.
put that brown paper bag around it, it would certainly look better.
Right.
Oh, that's a good idea, Marty. I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Yeah.
It's just tedious pulling, tearing it up for the smaller scale.
Right.
And this is $7 that I paid for these because they had it on sale too when I bought it on clearance. So they do put these on sale periodically.
Yeah, because you've had those for a while, yeah.
Yeah. And I've used them over the years. I really have. I have several scenes with beaches and I've used the palm trees and they look great. I enjoy it. And if you think the palms look a little plasticky or you don't like that, then paint them. The paint helps.
Okay, who else has some tips and hints about palm trees? No
I don't
one?
have any, I don't have anything about a palm tree, but Paula had asked if I was going to do my pine tree and show the pine trees because you were doing evergreen. I've got to go in a couple minutes. But I thought I could quickly show the these easy pine trees.
Okay.
That I made. That's quarter scale.
Oh, they look great. They really
and
look
these
good.
are super easy because they're just made with these pipe cleaners that you can get, you know, in the craft stuff at the craft store. And I just cut off a section so that there was a wide part, and then I trimmed really close to the wire for the stem, and I dipped the bottom part in brown paint, and just kind of smoothed it on so that it gave the kind of the texture of the tree trunk.
That looks very
Thank
good.
you.
And then for the snow, to add the snow on, I just took a dry paintbrush dipped it in a little bit of paint, and I just brushed upwards just on the very surface of it. And then I actually added a little bit of glitter to make the snow glitter, which you can't really see on here, but they were super easy quarter scale trees.
Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing. And next meeting, November meeting, will be evergreens, and so fir and all the rest, whatever. And then December will be our holiday party, the first Thursday.
Is there anything special we should know? This would be my first holiday party with you guys.
Well, it's just
Mine too.
I don't know if we have any project really, but show and tell of maybe Christmas decorations and all. Excuse me. And some prizes and drawings and games and stuff like that.
Okay.
Can't believe it's only one more month and then the Christmas meeting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marcia, I don't have, evergreens was supposed to be this month.
Well, it kind of got changed. Yeah, I thought so too. And then Barbara wanted to do the palm tree for the tiki bar. Or, in connection with the tiki bar. So yes, evergreens will be November.
So what are we doing with what was already scheduled for November?
I think it was the palm and we just switched it around.
Oh, I'm just now finding that. Okay.
Well, it's in the minutes too. Okay, any questions about any of this?
Marcia, there's a
Comments?
question in the chat.
Okay, where was the correction to? Okay, it was online. And so it would be in the name online groups IO messages for September 2nd.
Thanks.
And there is a search thing. And let's see, what did I say it was?
For those of us who are computer challenge, can you put that on our site?
Okay.
I think the correction was pretty easy. I think the measurement in the Gazette said
Yes,
3
it
inches.
was a measurement.
And it's supposed to be
Oh,
13 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
okay.
Page 24 says 13-inch bamboo skewer, not 3 inches. So it's supposed to be 13 inches, 13 feet and 1 inch.
Mhm.
And of course,
Okay.
scale down for other scales. So yeah, that's all it is.
Okay, I can just write in my book.
Just put a 1 in front of that 3.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no more questions, comments, tips, hints, whatever, I'll stop the recording. And everyone is welcome to stay and chat or whatever. Questions about anything with online house party or